All right, so folks, 1 year later, promises made, promises kept, and that is the subject of the riff. A year after his inauguration, President Trump has compiled an extraordinary list of accomplishments. You can get too caught up in the correction du jour, but the reality is promises made, promises kept. It's so important. The centerpiece was one big, beautiful bill. Supply-side tax cuts, deregulation, drill, baby, drill, free and fair reciprocal trade, and the economy is booming. The U.S. is the hottest economy in the world. We're hitting on all cylinders. Here's what the president said earlier today in the press room.
We created super high economic growth, and America is booming. Fourth quarter GDP is on track to pass perhaps much more than 5% growth. I think it could be 20% if we do it right. Under Biden, real incomes declined $3,000. Trump real incomes went up by $2,000 and $3,000 and even in some cases $5,000. It's a tremendous difference. Look at gasoline. They have places in the country now $1.99 a gallon. Well, I call it the great big beautiful bill delivering the largest tax cuts in history. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Wow. And he's deporting the worst of the worst criminals. He's made mincemeat of the left-wing woke culture. He's making good on low energy prices that permeate the entire economy. We're nurturing AI and advanced technologies, and we're standing tough with our trading partners as we level the playing field. We're rewarding success. Trillions and trillions of dollars are flowing in from investments around the world. Not today, perhaps, but stocks have been booming, inflation falling, paychecks rising, Russia and China being elbowed out of the Western Hemisphere, Israel saved, Iranian regime change. I think it's on the way. Let me say this again. Promises made, promises kept. The trouble with most pollsters and lefty media people is they don't understand how important this is and why Trump is so popular in ways they simply cannot measure. Most of all, he is defending America economically, militarily, and culturally. And that has a lot to do with this Greenland flap. Now, look, I thought Treasury man Scott Bessent put it very well in Davos this morning, talking to our Maria Bartiromo. Please take a listen.
Well, Maria, I think the president has a very strong view on Western Hemisphere security and believes that the U.S. should not outsource our national security. He believes that Greenland is essential for the Golden Dome missile shield. I think the president is worried that if there were an incursion into Greenland, the U.S. would be called upon to defend Greenland. And he very strongly believes that it must be part of the United States to prevent a conflict rather than getting the U.S. engaged in ex post into a hot conflict.
Well said, Bud Treasury man. As I tried to emphasize last night's riff, the president is willing to negotiate. Now, I know there's a little shock and awe in the stock market today. I get that. But to quote the president directly from his Truth Social, listen, please. The United States of America is immediately open to negotiation with Denmark and or any of these countries that have put so much at risk, despite all that we have done for them, including maximum protection over so many decades, okay? He's willing to negotiate. Most of all, this is a president who gets things done. All right, a year later, he is transformative. He's making this country a much better place. He has put God and religion back into our daily lives, along with economic and military security. And you know what? Over there in Davos, with all those left-wing smarty pants, corpocrat globalists, always pecking away at Mr. Trump, if they just keep their yaps shut for a while, he'll make their countries better off, too. And that is the subject of tonight's